We had a broken chords.
My name's Jamie, I play the drums in the Broken Chords.
I'm Joe, the singer and guitarist.
And I'm Aidan, and I play bass.
Alright. From what I understand, you used to, to be a previous outfit, shall we say, called the White Boy Generation. What did you gain from this? I mean, any nice experience, that kind of insight?
We learned how to gig, basically. We learned our craft.
Yeah, we used to gig constantly, got tight as a band, just naturally progressed into Broken Chords now. As we got tight as a band, met all the contacts that we now know, and then it just got to a point really where we realised we'd grown up, we'd moved on. The music had moved on.
We were kids when we started, really.
Yeah, and that's really
young, really
That's
young.
you when you teens.
It's more of a pop punk incarnation.
But that showed in the music. The music was younger, we were younger, but then it got to a point where we realised we've moved on, the music's moved on. Time for a name change.
Time to change the name, yeah.
Became Broken
Broken
Chords.
Chords.
Yeah. Not that it's, people might be interested where you get the name from. I mean, I know, is it related to arpeggio?
It is. It's a musical term, arpeggio.
Yeah.
Suggested by Aidan when we was looking for a new name.
But we kind of went for a name where it meant what it meant. It was to do with music, it was to do with rock, it was to do... You couldn't put another spin on it.
Yeah, and it fits what the stuff we do now as well. It seemed right at the time, really, just to see where this works up till now.
Different from White Boy.
Yeah,
That's a very cockney term, I find.
It is, yes.
Isn't it? As a trio, would you say is it difficult to bring your sound out? Because there's been many bands, a three-part band, like Jimi Hendrix or Stevie Ray Vaughan, but on average, let's say a rock band, typical rock band, would be probably more 4 or 5 part.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. How do you feel about this?
It means everyone's in each one of our own individual roles. We've probably got a little bit more to do because obviously there's a little bit of space to fill in the sound. There's not a rhythm guitarist or there's not a keyboard player or whatever. But it works with 3 of us. It's a good dynamic to have.
We're a power trio, and the whole triangle, strongest shape.
Well, I did listen to your Baguette song, which actually I thought it sounded really awesome. The intro did remind me a little bit, let's not go mad there, but a little bit like Rage Against the Machine. About the first 10 seconds, let's say.
Yeah, it was that distortion sound.
Yeah.
Well, that's what, the best way, when we say to people, how do you sound with your band, it's like the classic rock sound, just with the modern twist on it.
Yeah.
Like with that distortion and with that heaviness, it's like Rage, but then the riff is stuff like Led Zeppelin.
It changed completely after that. So the first 10 seconds, I was like, oh yes.
Yeah.
It's like Haunt Me as
Yeah,
well.
it's
It's
a
a bit
good
Led
nod.
Zeppelin.
Yeah.
I suppose like Jimmy at a process.
Our influences coming out. It's gonna sort of.
Yeah.
And
And
you've
they
been
vary.
listening a bit to this?
We've got so much influence.
Yeah, it's all stuff we listen
usually
to.
younger people don't, so it's a bit of a different.
Well, plus, when we do have gigs, we have people. We try for such a wide age range. We have people like in their 70s coming up saying, "You remind us of these, you remind us of that."
I'm close to something.
Then people
I'll be
in
fine
their
for the gig then.
70s, and then people who are in their teens coming up going, "Oh, you remind us of Rage, you remind us of this new band, that new band." So to get that variety is fantastic.
Because actually, people can relate a little bit to it.
Yeah,
Although you are different and it's your own sound, but at the same time, people think, oh, yes.
Yeah, that's nice
sound.
as well because it gives people something to latch onto. Like I say, it reminds them of something, and then it maybe draws people in a little bit more. And it's not an intentional thing; it just comes out in the songs that we write.
To be honest, if you listen nowadays, in a lot of bands, I'm sure there's always one you'd say, oh, this reminds me of.
Yeah, that's right.
So many bands, it's going to be a comparison.
At the end of the day, it's nothing.
But we've all got our own thing. We've all got our own piece to bring to the table. Like my vocals are like a mixture of soul and punk. right? Jam's like a heavy metal drummer. Aiden's like R&B, funk, jazz, bass player.
And you work.
So we're like a classic rock, heavy metal band, you know?
Now,
Heavy metal, punk.
Ibiza,
Punk,
let's talk
everything.
about a little bit of your... How did it come about to do the hard rock festival in Ibiza? Not
Our
Ibiza,
agent.
Ibiza.
Yeah, our agent. Yeah, I'll book it.
I mean, I know, but it's like, you know, Ibiza is the dance. There are lots. I mean, I do like Ibiza rocks, or
Yeah,
there are
there's
some
a
rocks
few
here,
things, yeah.
but it's
Well, I
not
think
like
we were,
something.
No, we were just as sort of surprised when we saw the whole setup and the lineup. I think when we first got a mention about doing
We were
it.
very excited.
Yeah, and when we had a look about it, and it's the fact that you like come in here and okay, yeah, Ibiza's known for its clubbing and its dance, but then staying in a hotel like this with a bunch of rockers is fantastic. To come to Ibiza and enjoy it.
We're in our element.
In our element, yeah.
Exactly.
So, like, I can expect something quite exciting tonight
Yeah.
at the gig. Yeah,
It's all about the live performance.
it's going to be something
Loud.
different.
Yeah.
No more dance.
Loud.
For one night, I'll be allowed to indulge in my rock.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
We make a lot of noise for three of us as well.
That's one thing people always say is like they don't really expect us to be as kind of full on as we are.
Less
and
is more.
There's only three of us. Yeah, definitely.
There's more. That's true. You're also going to do the Camden Rock Festival, is that right? Like 31st, is that on 31st of May, right? Because I know like Chris McCormack always like puts quite really extensive like lineups, emerging band or like.
We're on the Camden. We're on the Camden
You're at the
circuit.
Monarch, aren't you?
What's that?
You're going to be at the Monarch.
Yeah,
right?
1 o'clock.
Monarch, yeah. Fortunately, I've been traveling back from there, but
Oh, left out.
never know. But going there, is there any band you might, you're looking forward to check out?
Subways.
So I was just going to say,
Yeah.
they're kind of local to us. They're from a similar place to us, and they're like a three-piece as well. They're sort of a big, they're a big rock three-piece.
And I think when you look at them and what they do, like we all take influences live to be like the lead player in our instrument.
There's no way to
none
hide.
of us, none of us stands back and lets someone else do their thing. Obviously, we all like there are times
certain
it's just
different
Joe-
times,
at certain
yeah,
different
No,
times
sometimes
we
you
all
have
get.
to do little solo.
Yeah, exactly. And but when you watch
Otherwise
someone
it's not rock.
someone like
Little
the
solo.
Subways,
Big solo.
they, when you watch them live, the energy that's just with their performance and the bouncing around the stage and Billy going mental and all of them. And you watch him and you think like that energy, it just connects with the crowd, and that's what we try and do
Anyway,
as
you
well.
should even, if you have the time, I don't know, should even go and see the Gravelstone.
Yeah.
We know
we-
the, we,
Oh,
we
you
know
know
we're
them,
connected to them.
oh.
We know their
Yeah,
manager.
it's just like, I saw
Yeah.
them.
Great band.
Yeah, they're
I
brilliant.
really like. Now, since we're in Ibiza, I mean, it's like a really like a completely question out of the blue, shall we say? Would you ever consider do like a remix song? Like I'm talking dance, obviously, not
Yeah, we're up for everything. We're literally out to get everyone.
Now, which DJ would you like?
DJ.
But like if it was a remix, because you get all this like
the
DJ
style, yeah.
the style. Is that what I'm talking about for you? Because it's your
know,
music.
What's a
You don't
remix?
know.
One of our songs.
You know, like
one
it
of our
could be like the
songs.
younger one, like Martin Garrix, so we'd be more
Anyone
like,
but David Guetta.
Yeah, I would have gathered that. Or Avicii.
Plug and
or-
play.
Like Mark Ronson, he's not a DJ, but he's good at remixing.
No, but it's remixing.
Yeah, he's
I mean, when
actually-
I'm
that's a good
talking
shout,
DJs,
yeah.
like, a lot of DJs, it's either remix or it's just turntablist on there.
Yeah.
So, except
Mark-
Martin Garrix.
Come on, he's a bit soulful as well.
Yeah, that would make it
I'll go with
really
that.
soulful. That'd be wicked.
Which song would you choose?
That's a hard question.
I know it's a hard question.
That's a
Yeah. Haunt Me.
Haunt Me, yeah.
Yeah, because it's
Could
kind
work.
of the really strange, like psychedelic one of our set and our album, and it's kind of like it's a bit of a curveball track. Really, people really enjoy it, or some people just don't sort of get it at all.
Yeah.
So if someone could remix that and get that into sort of the mainstream, that'd be brilliant. Yeah. Especially, you could turn that into a lot more soulful, a lot more.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. Just
One day.
busted, if you
Yeah,
do.
that's
I would like to check
in the
it out.
pipeline.
So once you perform your gigs, any antique, Ibiza antics, you're gonna go wild on the West End,
We're in Ibiza, so you know.
Exactly.
What do you
When in
expect?
Rome, as the saying goes.
Must I like find you on the gutter?
No, he slept outside his room last night.
No, have
We haven't
seen
even played the
many,
gig yet.
I have seen many people.
We don't do
lying
much.
on the
We don't
street
do much
with-
different after the gig than we do before. It's all just sort of the
That's fair
same,
enough, yeah.
the same sort of thing.
We live and breathe it.
Yeah.
Obviously, we focus on playing the gig.
But I would really much like you to play the gig first, then we'll do what you want,
and
you know,
then
like,
then
you
we'll
can
talk.
Yeah, well,
go and party
it's
and
kind of a bit of
whatever.
both. When we play a gig, it's, we're doing it. We do it to enjoy ourselves anyway. We do it. We have a good time. Obviously, with the gig, playing the gig comes first. We always make sure we put on a good show.
Yeah, not
But-
do a pit diet.
Yeah.
Well,
We've never not turned up to a gig yet. So.
no, but
It's always good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, in the past, there's times when we were gigging and we were just under the old name and things like that. And you know your limits and you know what you can do. And I mean, now we just, I think if we do have a good went before, we just spend so much time planning the gig and thinking, right, we're going to do this, we're going to do that.
You've got to have a few drinks before you go on stage.
Yeah,
That's courage.
loosens
Was
up
it
a little
called
bit.
yeah, that's
That's
it. That was the
courage,
thing. That's
yeah.
great. All right. So what have you got in store for all your fans for 2014? Not 13.
An
God,
album.
no, it's 14
Yeah.
now. God, yeah. Now I know you have your Get Some is coming out
19.
Yeah,
soon,
19.
isn't it? Is it right?
Is it? What's,
Yeah,
is it the
on
19th?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, well, actually, it's tomorrow. Yeah, officially tomorrow release.
And you've got your 6-track album coming out, or
No,
mini album.
it's a 10-track. But we've
No,
got
we've
Oh,
got
right, so I got that wrong.
5-track
Sampler.
sampler.
Oh, I only got the 6 sampler, sorry.
Well, you've got
Here you
more
go.
in store then.
But that's what's late.
I'll
I
have to
think
talk to
that's
Dave about that.
is that October.
There's 4
tell him
missing.
straight.
There's 4 missing here. Where's the other 4?
I think that's around October time to come out. We've kind of got a little plan. But the main thing really is getting on tours.
Yeah, well, it doesn't.
We're aiming to go everywhere.
From the summer
America.
Well, you're in
onwards.
Ibiza already, so that's not bad.
Yeah, exactly.
That's only the
start.
start.
Yeah.
Good start. Then back to Camden.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, we love Camden. So
I love Camden as well. Tonight, so can I expect basically the new album thing? Like
Yeah.
the 6 tracks I know.
Oh,
Because
and
the 4
the rest.
I think
and the
we've got a
rest I
45-minute
don't.
set, so we'll pretty much play
Yeah,
the
quarter
entire album.
past 9
Yeah,
tonight.
45 minutes. Yeah, I'll be there, don't worry.
Good.
Now, just like to let's finish off. Is there anything you'd like to tell your audience, like that interviewer never think of asking you? It might be something thinking, oh, I wish you asked me that. That I would have loved to answer this question. As long as it's something not too, I don't mind myself, but something
some people might.
not too
No, that's
hardcore, shall we
Yeah,
say.
okay. What do you want to know?
I don't know, yeah. Because
what she's
I
giving
get
away.
bands sometimes telling me, "Wow, I wish you asked me that." Well, what did you say? So now I make a point of asking: is there anything you'd like to tell?
Basically, we've got a lot of chemistry, we've got a lot of dynamic. The band is, we are who we are. You've got to check us out. You've got to just
Exactly.
listen, come and live it with us.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I will be checking you out, but just for music.
And watching us play as
Yeah,
well.
Yeah, but checking out to see. I mean, I might be a little bit too old for this. But thank you, guys.
And our website is www.thebrokenchords.com. We've got Twitter and Facebook and Instagram on there, so follow us on everything.
And on Twitter.
Yeah,
The one.
that's the one.
Especially Twitter.
I tweeted you.
Tweet me again.
Thank you, guys. Well, I look forward to see you. Well, not too long. And,
Yes.
well, good luck. I mean, you don't need it, but it's always nice to have.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.